Hello, everyone. Welcome to a little bonus video as we were greeted and treated to a lovely trailer for the 60th anniversary, weren't we? On Christmas Day.
Yeah, we were. Weren't expecting it until 24th, wasn't it? They
No, no.
dropped on social media worldwide premiere.
Took me a while to
And
understand what was going on with that. I was like, oh, thank God there's subtitles.
but yeah, so people were theorizing, are they going to be dropping a whole episode? No, it's
Mm.
just a trailer. And mostly just an extended trailer of what we got at the end of Power of the Doctor, really, isn't it?
Yeah, there's still elements used from that, like Shooty and like the TARDIS arriving in Camden.
Yeah, all that fun stuff. But it's wonderful to have a little bit more now. There's certainly been a bit of discourse around it being 11 months ahead,
I mean,
which,
Chibnall marketing must be shaking, going, "What is that? How you're meant to do it? What?"
mm, it almost feels like maybe we've gone too far to the other extreme. But I don't feel like this has really given us anything new. It's more just confirmed a lot of rumors we've already had. So there's still a lot of surprises in store, and I think they'll have planned it out. They'll have certain beats along the way. So I imagine probably April sometime. Maybe we'll get another. Maybe March. Is it 31st? Whenever Rose 16th, isn't it? Rose's
26th of March.
anniversary. 26th. That's it. So yeah, maybe that'll be our next little beat to hit, and we'll get some more details or footage. Then who knows? But for now, we've got 50 seconds, haven't we? Or
50
just
seconds.
over.
Yeah. I
Mm.
think that trailer sort of summarizes like the on location stuff that we first saw in May, really.
Yeah, that's it, really. It does look to be mostly the first special, and
Mm.
then maybe a bit of the third with the Neil Patrick Harris character.
Or is the Neil Patrick Harris character like an ongoing thing throughout all three specials?
Yeah, that's true. It could very well be.
Mm.
So yeah, certainly it feels like still know very little, but it's just nice to be seeing little bits of it. And
It
now
was
to
it was nice having Doctor Who on Christmas Day, to be honest. I think
yeah,
that was the joy of it as well.
it got a lot of attention as well, didn't it?
I think it was on like the UK YouTube trending page, like
I
number
think it was
one.
number one, yeah, which is very well for Doctor Who. It's the future is looking bright.
Hmm, really
And
is.
speaking of said future, what did you make of the trailer itself?
It was a really bright thing to see, wasn't it? It was just excitement having David Tennant there again and actually having Donna footage. I think
Yeah.
it was action packed. It had nice bits of comedy with like Skinny Man and like no, he's
Mm.
not there. Like it just it had monsters. It had Beep, the bloomin' Meep,
Hmm.
the Wraith Warriors. Like it was just for 50 seconds. I felt like it feels like we're getting the Star Beast as we suspected.
Yeah, it very much looks like it. There's that shot later on as well, the spaceship being built in some hangar or something,
Mm.
or like being fixed or whatever, which very much is pulled from the Star Beast as well. So I feel like we're getting an adaptation of sorts of that story,
How do you feel about
which
that?
I'm here for it, to be
Yeah,
honest.
because it's a good story. And it's
Mm.
not like Doctor Who hasn't used stuff from expanded media before, like a lot of early Big Finish were used, Human Nature's been used in Doctor Who, so why can't they be put on screen? And I think
Yeah.
if we're doing like the 60th anniversary, it's nice not to go for like the main heavy hitters because we've had Dalek Cybermen Master in Power of the Doctor.
Mm.
It's nice sort of way of celebrating 70s Doctor Who by doing like a Beep the Meep unit there. It's still nodding to the decades of Doctor Who in that respect.
Yeah. Was it 70s or 80s the Star Beast came out? It was either late or very early 80s, wasn't it?
Yeah. I think,
Mm.
yeah, definitely. It's one of the earlier comics.
Yeah, it's a nice way to sort of pay tribute to the more obscure stuff, isn't it, really?
Yeah. And I think only
Which,
Russell could do that.
yeah,
Really.
that's very true. Mm.
What
I
do you,
mean,
what do you think of the design of Beep the Meep? Like
looks
the
blooming
practical.
great, doesn't it?
Is it gonna rival Grogu Baby Yoda for the uninitiated?
Perhaps. But then again, we know that won't quite match that energy in terms of character
Oh no,
as events go
it's a
on.
war
But
criminal.
I think, yeah, I think that's the right way of twisting that trend with Baby Yoda, isn't it, Grogu?
Yeah,
It's sort of looking at what's going on there in pop culture, but having its own little twist on it. And it's not like the Doctor and Donna haven't dealt with cute monsters before. We've had the Adipose, after all, in Partners in Crime. So it feels like it's a nice callback to that. I suppose, speaking of Star Beast adaptation, it looks like Rose, Yasmin Finney's character, is going to sort of be taking the Sharon spot.
Yeah.
In the
So I
story.
guess she'll only be in the one special then, maybe.
Perhaps. I feel like maybe coming back for the last one as well,
Mm.
as things go full circle. But yeah, we'll see. Yeah, she's looking great in the trailer as well. And it very much looks like the focus is on Donna still.
Yes, you
Like,
got
that's-
that line of like Destiny's heading Donna Noble's way.
Yeah. Which, again, calls back to Series 4, doesn't it? Because it's mentioned that there's always been something tying the Doctor and Donna together.
And even Wilf has that in like End of Time, but he's just being lucky to go right back to the Doctor, really.
Yeah. And it's sort of like, I mean, we've done our Regeneration Advent Calendar recently. We've gone back and watched some of those episodes. And I don't think there's ever really a full-on explanation given for that, is there?
No.
Even like the Time Lords are just saying it's the convergence of coincidence or something, isn't it? So perhaps this is a not plot hole that's been left, but it's like a little mystery that's finally going to be revealed now, 15 years on. Which
Yeah.
could be an interesting way of going about things. I mean, speaking of Wilf, we don't have him yet in the trailer, sadly. We know he's coming. Bernard's getting his posthumous performance. But yeah, instead, we got a little bit more focus on Donna's mum instead, Sylvia.
Which was same old Sylvia, really, from the trailer.
Yeah. I think maybe a bit more softer on the Doctor now.
Yes.
Maybe like with the time that's gone on, she's seen, like with Donna's line about, I feel like there's this part of me that's missing. She misses that version of Donna as well, perhaps.
Yeah, but the sort of spark's been taken out of her.
Yeah. So it'd be interesting to see just how that all plays out, how she gets her memories back without her head exploding.
I mean, I have a bold theory.
Go for it. That's what we're here
for. This might age terribly, and I hope that it ages terribly, but I feel like we're going to say curtains for Donna.
Oh, really?
I think we've had like the cop out of the defense mechanism, like to stop the master race. Like if she remembers she is going to die this time, there's no sort of firewall, as it were, to protect her anymore. So I feel like it's kind of got to be curtains for Donna.
I feel like it would be good for them to just give her a happy ending at last. I think especially with, husband and daughter out there, you don't really want to be killing her off at this point, especially during, a big 60th celebration. Yeah, true. We should. But I feel he's already left on
for drama.
He's left on a tragic note, though. I think if you're coming back to someone who's left on a tragic note, you should give him a happy ending.
We'll see. I've just got this sad feeling that this is going to be the end of Donna.
But maybe it'll be curtains for Wilf instead. Maybe that's how we'll get our tears going.
I feel like the tears have already been shed.
They're already going to be going because sadly Bernard Cribbins isn't with us. But I could see in the gap between the first special and the final special, Wilf passes away, and so that could be the motivation for the Doctor to let go of the 10th/14th version of himself, because you feel like going back to this face.
I'm gonna die, so am I.
Yeah.
Is it gonna be got to letting go?
Yeah, you've had the whole "I don't want to go" angle. It feels right that this would now be the time for him to be ready to go, and that could be one way of him being ready for that, perhaps. And perhaps that would be Donna's reason for leaving the TARDIS. So much we still don't know. So much to still look forward to.
It's lovely speculating, really.
Mm. Yeah, and I think it's the first time in a while we've really been hyped up and ready to speculate on stuff, isn't it?
I mean, Flux was
Right.
exciting to speculate, but I
Mm.
think this is a different ball game because it's like Russell's planted little seeds and teasers in like Doctor Who magazine. Like, is it a
Mm.
multiverse? Is it, all that sort of type of thing?
Mm. Yeah, and I mean we've had answers about that since then, haven't we? Because that was like back when the Doctor and Donna's return was first announced. Whereas now we have the whole reveal of the 14th Doctor is David Tennant and such. So yeah, but with answers comes more questions with Russell.
Which is nice, really, because you don't want it to be spoilt yet, because we've got such a long time to go.
Yeah, we've got a whole year to go, really.
I know, it's great, isn't it?
Yeah.
And we still
I mean,
don't know anything about like the middle special, really.
yeah, that definitely seems to be one that's the most secretive. I imagine that'll be like set in the future or something. And so it was all filmed indoors.
So no
Yeah.
one was like a night shoots for like 6 weeks.
I think that might have been the first special. But like, we've seen like pictures of the pod that we see in this trailer come down. Yeah, so and a bit of a pitch battle going on between UNIT and the Wrath Warriors as well, isn't there?
Yeah, the Wraith Warriors look great. It looks proper exciting, doesn't it? To have like a proper like old-fashioned unit showdown.
Yeah, I think it's also great just how faithful these designs are to the comic. Like, especially when you compare like what a lot of the RTD era monsters were, how they were a bit more of a twist. And then when we come into Chibnall Who, like with the Sontaran redesign, it is going back to the original really and just making it HD friendly, I suppose.
Yeah.
And so it looks like we're getting that same approach still with what's to come, which I love. I think it's best of both worlds, really. It's taking the best of what Chibnall did in his era and also what made the Russell era so brilliant. And I mean, those red eyes.
I know, it's proper like toyetic as well. I can see I can see the merchandise already. Beep the Meep plushies underneath the Christmas tree.
Squeeze for murder threats.
Literally.
Yeah.
With Miriam Margolyes voicing those threats.
Yeah. It's not Doctor Who going back to 2008. It's Doctor Who for 2023, isn't it?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
2023 just happens to be a bit of a nostalgic time that looks back a lot.
Well, it's 15 years since 2008. So
yeah,
why not? Why not celebrate that as well?
It seems right. Yeah, and got that brilliant shot of David Tennant in the glasses.
I know, the brainy specs back, and doesn't he? I mean, this might just be me and the lighting, but didn't he look quite ginger in it? Is he finally
does
ginger?
A bit.
Is he finally
it's a bit
ginger?
more red, isn't it?
Yeah, is he finally ginger?
Had he just hopped off the set of Good Omens?
Maybe.
Yeah,
great.
yeah, maybe he's just copying Donna.
Yeah, he's inspired. He wants a bit of fieriness in him. Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah. Very nice. Such good stuff. We've had that revealed that the bit at the end with Shooty is not actually going to have a cloud background, isn't it? Well, that was done on a green screen and something else is.
There was speculation with filming, and you can take this with a pinch of salt. And again, nothing's fact here. But apparently Shooty was seen smashing the outside of a TARDIS with a hammer with Mel, Donna and the 14th Doctor there. I think Ruth Magley's character was there as well.
Oh, I mean, yeah, that's another thing we've had confirmed, isn't it? Ruth Magley is going to be playing Shirley Ann Bingham, I think is the character's name.
Okay.
Yeah, so not quite Hebe Harrison, but it'll be interesting if she's going to be acting alongside Bonnie Langford as Mel.
Yeah, that'd be interesting.
Mm.
That would be interesting.
Yeah. I imagine all this planning for all this started before even the Sixth Doctor Adventures got underway.
But I
But,
think the initial
or,
idea was for these was December 2020.
yeah, it
So
was. Yeah, it's maybe around the same time actually. But yeah, I don't think there's going to quite be a connection there.
hmm.
It's just a fun little coincidence, really. And it's great to have Ruth Megley on the screen
Yeah,
because
she's brilliant.
fantastic actress. And so, yeah, nice to see her getting such a role in a huge anniversary special.
Mm. Speaking of huge roles, what did you make of Neil Patrick Harris as the Celestial Toymaker
Perhaps.
or the Doctor? Maybe because people have been theorizing that waistcoat looks very 14th Doctory.
Oh, who knows what's going on there?
I think it's safe to say Toymaker
Yeah.
because
I
there's a
mean,
bit.
again, it's an obscure way of doing the 60th, isn't it? It's looking back, but not at the obvious stuff. Like we've had the big heavy hitters before. We've just had Power of the Doctor with, Jodie, David Bradley, Paul McGann, Colin Baker, Sylvester McCoy, Peter Davison. We've had all that. Dalek, Cyberman, the Master. It's time to let the more obscure, fun ones have a go, isn't it?
Yeah, and I think there's evidence that he's the Celestial Toymaker because there's a bit in the trailer where you've got like him throwing like the red petals, and he's in like military gear, like one of the toy soldiers in it, one of the soldiers in Celestial Toymaker.
I see. I mean, it's the Toymaker Emporium as well, isn't it? The Mr. Emporium.
Yes, that's it. Yeah.
There
So I think we're going. That feels like it's a bit of a musical number. I think we're gonna get a little bit of a Doctor Who musical.
Yeah, and I mean, if you get a Neil Patrick Harris, you might as well.
He's a Broadway star, so it feels only right to have him use what you've got really, and yeah.
Make the most of it. And I feel like tonally, it won't necessarily clash. I think if we're going for a more weirder vibe. And I mean, of course, we got an Allons-y in there as well, haven't we?
That made my inner child so happy.
It's what you need, isn't it, to get the blood flowing?
You're like, go on, say it. Say the line.
Say the line, Bart.
It literally is that. It's like, go on, do it. Oh.
And again, we know so little at this point. There's so many more surprises still to come, I'm sure. We don't know how long these are even going to be.
I guess an hour, I would say.
I'd hope so. I think that's a good length, isn't it? I mean, they're called specials.
Yeah.
So you hope for something.
I mean, Legend of the Cedar was technically a special.
Yeah, true.
Yeah, but I'm not going there.
Let's stay away from that minefield for now.
Positive vibes here.
The future's looking bright. 2023, November 2023 can't come soon enough.
You could say it's shining bright as a diamond.
Shining bright as a star beast.
Oh, there we go. There we go.
So I suppose all that's left to say is thank you everyone for tuning in for our little thoughts on the 60th anniversary specials trailer.
Yeah, let us know what you thought of the trailer. Let us know any theories you have. Do you agree with what we've said? Do you think Donna's gonna die? Do you think Neil Patrick Harris is the Toymaker, or is he a future Doctor? Just put it out there.
There's no. Is he the Valiard?
There we go. Are we finally going to tick that off our Doctor Who fan? Is that going to link to the 80s then? You know? No. Is that going to be a way encapsulating 80s Doctor Who in the anniversary?
Or will that be taken up by Mel?
There we go. Yeah.
Lots of things we don't know. Lots of fun things to theorize about here.
So a lot of questions with not many answers yet. And that's fine.
That's how you. That's fine. It's more than we usually have 11 months out.
Yeah. It just feels like we've been treated. What a lovely present it was.
Yeah, nice little Christmas present to keep us going, really.
Yes, absolutely. So, without further ado, we're off to talk more about the 14th Doctor in the Regeneration tier list. So you can check out that down below. I'll leave a link in the description below so you can check out the Regeneration tier list and our whole Regeneration advent calendar. All 24 episodes from the 10th planet to the Power of Doctor, there for your viewing pleasure. So,
yeah, we finally got it done. Our
it's all
little
done.
project for the year is complete at last.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
And right in time, really, isn't it? Because Christmas Eve, we drop our little Power of the Doctor. Christmas Day, Russell gives us the next episode to look forward to. Well, the trailer for the next episode.
So it's a nice little stopgap, really.
Mm.
Yeah, nice little bonus. So yeah, there we have it. Thank you everyone for watching, and we'll see you next time. Bye-bye.
Goodbye, everyone.